Thanks for watching Info Live TV for Sunday, February 10th. I'm Elisha Rabin. Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni made herself clear. She said there is no hope for a Palestinian state until Hamas stops shooting Qassam rockets into southern Israel. Her statement comes after a Qassam that landed in Sderot severed the leg of a 9-year-old boy last night. Today, rocket fire continued to barrage the areas of Israel near the border with Gaza. The Air Force responded with a strike on a Hamas watchtower near the border. The strike killed one Hamas member and injured 2 more. At the same time, the government seems to have lost its patience with Hamas's refusal to stop launching Qassam rockets. Vice Premier Haim Rahman said launching Qassams is a war crime and that Israel should cut all power to Gaza. Interior Minister Meir Sharit said Israel should bulldoze the neighborhoods from which rockets are launched. The commentary continued on in much the same fashion throughout the day as government ministers tried to decide what to do regarding the continued rocket attacks. The only consensus was that Israel should hit Hamas harder within the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, residents of Sderot putting pressure on the government to stop Qassam rocket launches. A group of 300 people blocked the entrance to Jerusalem on the main Tel Aviv road this morning during rush hour. Their protests came after another Qassam rocket barrage sent the city into bomb shelters all throughout the night. Many protesters called on Prime Minister Omer to resign. Egypt is questioning hundreds of Arab men who entered Gaza illegally while the border with Gaza was breached. The men came from throughout the Middle East to help Hamas fight, but many were turned back after being told Hamas already has enough people for that job. The Egyptian government is concerned the men could pose a security threat to Egypt now that they are back in the country. Tensions between Egypt and Hamas have heightened in recent days. More than 200 Palestinian men were found hiding in Rafah. At the same time, tensions rising in Lebanon. A powerful Druze leader called on Hizbullah to break its ties with Syria. Syria backs Hizbullah with operations that have created constant instability in the country, such as assassinations and suicide bombings. The U.S. backs the current governing coalition. Powerful interest groups are pressuring the government to lower interest rates in a move that would weaken the shekel against the dollar. But the Bank of Israel says it won't make such a measure. The GazaDruze and a group of exporters are upset that the dollar's fall has cut into profits from goods exported to the U.S. The shekel would also weaken against the euro and the pound, making imported goods much more expensive. Stay tuned to Info Live TV for the latest developments from Sderot and the border with Gaza. Thanks for joining Info Live TV, Israel's only internet television website broadcasting in 4 languages from Jerusalem.
InfoLive.tv, live on your mobile phone. Do you want to keep ahead of the news and receive updates on what is happening in Israel? InfoLive.tv offers you a unique service, regular video news updates, free of charge on your cell phone. To sign up, enter our website at www.infolive.tv and click on the Mobile Services banner. Today, the whole world talks about Israel. But who broadcasts from Israel to the world in 4 languages, live from Jerusalem? Info Live TV, the first international Israeli television channel that operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Follow current events in Israel and the Middle East. Video features, interviews, news programs and news briefs live as history unfolds. If you want a direct link to Israel, access infolive.tv.